Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it. We have made it to our grand finals here in this week's Gym Challenge. The one before CP happens. I am Jesus Coronel with the emotional Pikachu.
Yes, emotional support Pikachu. What do you have to say, emotional support Pikachu? You got some words. And I'm already Wolf, but it's not about us. It is about the final matches. We got Abhyu versus Brian here. This is going to be very, very fun. We just saw Brian with his insane luck and the flinches a few minutes ago, but this is going to be, I believe Abhyu's been in the top 4 pretty recently. This has been a really good format for him, so I think we are going to see a very competitive match. And you're going to see Abhyu's side here with King Gambit, Fluttermane, Amoonguss, Garchomp, Rotom, and Talonflame, and Brian on the right with Lycanroc, Tyranitar, Indeedee, Armarouge, Tatsugiri, and Dondozo.
Sounds like three different duo cores you could just fit in somewhere, and then you just have a whole complete team.
There you go. I mean, that's what it is.
What wins? A complete team or haha, this goes brr?
Well, what's interesting about this format, and I've felt this more than any other format, is leads are super important. If you don't lead right, you lose turn 1, and that is actually something that Brian's team is very good at, because if you have, it's kind of like rolling a dice, like we've been saying with his team. If you
we didn't even more dice after what we witnessed in the semifinals.
It's true, but it is. You lead with the right lead, and that's it. But if it's like most of the time, it's like you have sometimes an advantage.
And there's the locking for Abhyu, and
let's do it.
We're gonna start grand finals, and we had 2 different teams. We had 2 different players. We had 20 players in this tournament. It all comes down to this.
Yeah,
who will leave here? The winner of this final gym challenge before the CP bar is introduced.
Here we go.
And we're gonna see this from Abhyu's perspective. So Brian, once again, the opposing side, we're seeing Lycanroc and Indeedee.
That is quite fun, actually.
And for Abhyu, it's Garchomp, King Gambit.
Yeah, so I think here,
we can pretty much assume Armarouge Tyranitar in the back for Brian.
Most likely, yeah. Unless no Tyranitar, but that could be a possibility too. The Garchomp obviously is going to be a threat to Lycanroc, especially with King Gambit, but I think here, if you're Indeedee, maybe you want to follow me while Lycanroc goes for Rock Slide. I think it's probably your best bet. Maybe.
I mean, we're seeing the Terra flying on the King Gambit, so this is going to be a big earthquake coming from Abhyu.
Yeah, and also, especially if you go for the Rock Slide here, that's going to be useful. And something that I don't think a lot of people realize, Endeavor is so good in this format. Endeavor does so much, and with this Lycanroc being down to Focus Sash, if Indeedee uses Follow Me, it basically ensures, okay, yeah, I'm going to get Earthquake, but now I've got my Endeavor in play. And
Garchomp going for an Earthquake. Wait, no Terra! He's gonna hurt his own King Gambit, put it down to 35 HP, but there's a lot of damage to everything else.
What? Was that a misclick?
I don't know. Maybe he forgot that when he backed out, there was 2 Life Orb coming in for the Garchomp. There was a Rock Slide. It missed again. On what did it miss? It missed the Garchomp.
I think that's probably the less important one.
The King Gambit going down to 14 HP, but it will be knocked out with the Dazzling Gleam, though. Garchomp making minimal damage.
Wow.
I have no clue if he backed out of his moves option and then he just forgot it resets. Because that's what he's happening. It's like, okay, first of all, we're seeing the Rotom Wash come in. Because when you back out, when you target something you're targeting, when you Terastallize, when you back out, it resets and acts like you didn't Terastallize.
I think here,
I mean, you keep your Terastallization, but at what cost?
I think here, Brian's in a really good position. Right now, I would just Endeavor and Dazzling Gleam.
Lycanroc protecting instead.
That's fine.
I mean, he's not going to outspeed the Garchomp anytime soon without the sand, so it makes sense. Here goes another Earthquake. This time we're getting a Levitator, so it will not hit the Rotom. But I mean, it's not going to be doing so much to the Indeedee, but what did the Rotom do?
Well, you know what? That does a lot on the Indeedee.
That does a high roll there, and Thunderbolt into the Indeedee!
KO it. Okay, so now you can bring in that Tyranitar and get that Endeavor up. Actually, it's rough skin Garchomp, it's not Scarf. Depending on what, if Tyranitar doesn't come out and this Lycanroc is actually
It's Armarouge first! Armarouge to Chipper.
Okay, now the question is, this Armarouge is Terra Grass. I wouldn't be surprised to see that come out. I actually think that's most likely to come out.
You're reading the wrong sheet. Oh wait, this is Terra Grass.
Yeah, Terra Grass. It's most likely to come out because Garchomp can't really hit it. Rotom can't really hit it. So I think Terra Grass and you Trick Room and you're with Lycanroc it's interesting because Endeavor.
Here's Brian going for the Terastallization.
Yeah, yep, definitely no surprise. But
it is going to be Armarouge to Grass type. But here's the thing: did he go for Dragon Claw?
Either way, I think you'll still be able to do pretty solid with it.
I mean, this does start threatening a big double knockout. Earthquake comes in, the Lycan Rock will not get an Endeavor off, but...
Yeah, so in Lycan Rock, most likely they're going to be adamant, not Jolly. But it doesn't really, I don't know if you really need Lycan Rock up, especially because I wouldn't be surprised to see Trick Room come up right now. We know that this Armor Rouge has it, so... And
Cards are getting more recoil from that Life Orb, and Thunderbolt comes in. It's not going to do a lot, but we'll get the Paralysis. It's 10% chance. Will it get it? It does not get it, and there's a Trick Room.
Okay, so this last Pokemon...
Probably Tyranitar.
Tyranitar, yeah. And if it is Tyranitar, that's really good. Because you get Expanding Force. And
It is Tyranitar the Great.
So either Rock Slide, if you want to play those luck, get that luck again, or Assurance. I don't think Low Kick's necessarily the best option here, considering...
This is a free Expanding Force, let's be real.
Yeah, so it's basically what you want to do on the Rotom.
Oh, Amoonguss is the last Pokemon. This is not good.
I think, yeah, it's still whatever. You just gotta get rid of the Rotom, and I think then Brian wins.
I mean, that's a sad thing because of how powerful Expanding Force is, and the reason Game Freak had to nerf it to only one Pokemon. Here it comes. First hit will receive the knockout on the... Oh
my goodness! Okay, so, well, as long as you hit whatever this is, you're good to go.
And we do know that this Tyranitar's Choice Band is his Assurance.
That's the way to go. I would have done the same thing. I'm not playing. If I'm Brian, I'm like, I've had enough of Rock Slide misses today. I am Assurancing. I don't care. And now...
We got the Amoonguss that's weak to Expanding Force. We've yet the Terra though, but
what is Amoonguss Terra? It's not gonna help it. Whatever it is, I mean,
it's Terra Water, which is susceptible to the Energy Ball.
Yeah. So just it's you can't. The thing is, Amoonguss can't do what it does best, and that is Spore. It can
use Pollen Puff.
That's not bad.
Oh, he takes a knockout! And the crowd goes wild on top of that. Armor is gonna go down, but this Tyranitar is locked into Assurance.
Jaw dropped. Did not see that coming at all. I thought it was gonna live with a little bit.
Oh, that's a lot of damage though from the Assurance.
I thought 100% that.
And there's the Citrus Berry popping out through the sand chip damage.
Amoonguss. It's Amoonguss. It's oh my god.
Amoonguss in Trick Room. Oh, the Psychic Terrain's gone.
Honestly, I thought that Pollen Puff. I thought that there's no way.
You got a Spore now if you're Abhyu, right? You got a Spore.
You have no choice.
And now the game comes down to how much Pollen Puff is doing.
Also, it's gonna be sleep. It's gonna be sleep numbers too.
Oh my god. I mean, the sand's also gonna matter because Brian already used his Terastallization on the Armor Rouge, so he still gets to retain the special defense boost, but you're still taking super effective damage.
Yeah. Choice Band. Oh my goodness.
I mean, that Assurance did a lot of damage even though it wasn't powered up.
Now maybe I would have gambled with Rock Slide.
Here's the first Pollen Puff. How much is it doing? A quarter.
Like between a quarter and a
There's 2 turns of sleep.
Okay, well, I do think
either Tyranitar wasted this turn, or this might be game over. Oh, Trick Room's gone. This is not good.
If
this game pretty much hinges down to if Tyranitar wakes up and then attacks before the Amoonguss has a chance to do anything.
It has to wake up this turn. Tyranitar being faster is.
And it woke up.
I think that's it. If unless it's another Spore. If it's Pollen Puff, then it goes to Brian.
It is Pollen Puff. That's it.
That's it. It's going to Brian. Yeah. I was like, unless it crits, but you never know.
The crit's not doing enough damage. That's unfortunately going to be game 1 to Brian.
Wow, that came down to sleep. That came down to some sleep mechanics there. And there's the Assurance.
Look at Abhyu laughing it off.
I mean, if I was in that position, I would have loved that. I mean, that's just like, again, this is what Pokemon's about. It's having fun. It's not it's the unexpected. And the fact that Pollen Puff knocked down that Armor Rouge, I was shocked. I did not see that happening one bit, and it did. So that's why we love this game. Nothing is a certain in Pokemon. But I do think here, honestly, I would if I
Scorekeepers, Brian's up 1-0, by the way. If we could get that fixed real quick.
If I were Abhyu, I would prep a little more for Trick Room. Maybe bring in King Gambit later. And lead Rotom Garchomp instead. I just think that may be safer, especially if you're going against Sand. But I do think, like, okay, same thing. That's fine. I just think, yeah, I think having King Gambit in like game is going to be quite nice. Because you are going to be slow, so you're going to be able to do. And I believe this King Gambit, depending on its speed, could actually outspeed Armor Rouge and Trick Room. So you never know. And I think just having that Trick Room control is going to be what Abhyu wants later in the game, because that Amoonguss did really well in Trick Room, and it could have helped a lot. But honestly, with Brian, why not go the same thing? It worked.
I mean,
first
Brian
time, yeah.
is, just so we're all aware, the score correct on the screen right now is not correct. Brian is 1 game away from winning the gym challenge. Abhyu needs to win 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And also, I need to point out, this choice band Tyranitar is putting a lot more work than I was imagining.
Yeah, you know what? It's one of those things where, like, Tyranitar really has 2 items. Either Assault Vest or Choice Band. And Choice Band is dangerous. I mean, just Assault Vest Tyranitar does a lot of damage. Adding in the Choice Band is massive, but the thing is, locking yourself on to certain moves, that's a bit risky because Tyranitar needs that versatility. But here it's working. It's working.
Here we go. Brian is 1 game away from winning the series. The score is still not correct. We see Lightning Rock and Tyranitar as the lead, and Garchomp King Gambit for Abhyu.
Okay, so here it's an interesting one because honestly.
Oh, we see the Terra Steel coming in. Wait, maybe never mind. Is he gonna do it again? He's clicks Terra, and will he actually confirm it this time? Because last time he did not confirm it.
I may have actually. Yeah, I may have
if he backs out, he has to reset it again. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now.
So he doesn't back out. Honestly, Tyranitar.
Okay, he locks it in. He gets the lock in. We don't get to see any. Oh, we see Terrestrialization from Brian as well.
No surprise.
All players going to burn the Terrestrialization turn 1, and Tyranitar going to Flying. Yeah, and King Gambit going to go to Flying. So we got a lot of hot air balloons today.
I wouldn't be surprised to see double Rock Slide. I wouldn't be surprised to see double Rock Slide. The only thing is that Garchomp, but that's not even that bad because if you're able to double Rock Slide and get rid of that King Gambit, and or flinch the King Gambit because it's Pokemon, and then your Lycanroc Rock's down to 1 HP, you're going to be able to go for that Endeavor. So I think, yeah, that's the way to go.
It is probably the way to go. Here's Rock Slide number 1. How much damage is he doing to King Gambit? Less than half. That's right for Super Knockout. Not very effective on the Garchomp. We have a flinch here. We do. Garchomp is flinched. Tyranitar going for the assurance. This will knock out the Garchomp cleanly with that Choice Band and that double power boost.
Oh my goodness.
But,
I mean,
wait, did the King Gambit flinch though?
It hasn't used yet. Hasn't moved yet.
It has not flinched.
Endeavor Mechanics. No, actually, King Gambit is actually able to do Sucker Punch, so it can't, maybe not Endeavor Mechanics, but. Oh my goodness, Tyranitar, that flinch just was insane. I mean,
if it went for Earthquake, it didn't matter, but I mean,
it really didn't. But like, because Lycanroc would have gone out, but then I don't know exactly what I would have done. But having Tyranitar in the field still is just massive. The thing is, you gotta watch out for that Rotom. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, exactly. But just gotta hope that you are bulky enough to survive the hit from the Rotom because you're definitely not going to outspeed it unless you put speed investment in. And you're not a Assault Vest.
Tyranitar swaps.
That's yeah. Get that.
Is it Indeedee? Is this Indeedee? It is Indeedee. So no more priority.
Endeavor Mechanics. Endeavor Mechanics.
You're really a fan of this, aren't you?
I'm playing Lycanroc with Endeavor.
Yeah, there it is. Their
favorite things in this game.
Gonna get blocked by the second train. Here's Endeavor into the King Gambit.
Endeavor.
Rotom going for the Thunderbolt into the was the Tyranitar. Now the Indeedee. That's just decent damage, but Abhyu's down to his last 2 Pokemon immediately.
Boom. And I think, don't forget, Endeavor's still in play and no priority. I mean, I think at this
Brian is like 1 play away from winning the tournament in Amoonguss.
Oh yeah. Right now, let's take a look here. I think the best bet. You go for Endeavor on Amoonguss and follow me, or that's it, because at that point Amoonguss will go down.
Brian can smell the victory coming in at his gym challenge.
Yeah, and you just handle that Rotom because Rotom's got Protect. Amoonguss doesn't. Yeah, you have to Endeavor, and then yeah, you're gonna lose your Lycanroc. That's fine.
Rotom protects. Did he Endeavor to Rotom? Did Brian Endeavor to Rotom? Did he want the Amoonguss? Follow me gonna come in for the Indeedee. Doesn't want the Lycanroc to get potentially damaged by a potential surprise Pollen Puff. Here's the Endeavor. It goes into the Rotom.
The Rotom slot. See, that's the thing with Endeavor. You have to pay attention to those protects because if you protect the wrong one.
Oh, no, this is sporting into safety goggles.
Yeah. Well, honestly.
Tried to sleep the Rotom, but I tried to sleep the Lycanroc, but that was a really smart follow me there from Brian.
Yeah, I think right now what you do is you follow me again. Endeavor Rotom now because you know Rotom's gonna go down to one HP.
Oh, Endeavor into the Rotom. It will be knocked down next turn. Wait, no, it's actually safety. It's safety also. Okay, so Lycanroc will go down.
Dazzling Gleam?
If it went for, it probably went for Dazzling Gleam. There's no. What universe does it go for Trick Room here? Yeah, there's Dazzling Gleam. The Rotom's gone, and now it's Amoonguss versus the world for Abhyu, and a crit of the Amoonguss on top of that too.
Oh my goodness, the crit. just because. Why not?
Pollen Puff is super effective though. Oh, he went for the Rotom and tried to heal it.
Yeah, that's not gonna work out, unfortunately. That was actually a good strategy though.
And actually, the Tyranitar is still Terra Flying, so he could go for Terra Blast. This is it. Brian's won.
I think there's no way that Abhyu can pick this up. It's going to Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
You follow me because can't score.
Again, the score is incorrect on the screen. Brian is up 1-0, and now he's on the verge. Oh, he went. Yes, he went. No,
Verge still works.
Yeah, it won't matter. Brian is on the verge from winning the gym challenge with a 2-0 victory. Here's the helping hand.
Yeah.
No Terra necessary. There's the fist bump. Will it see an expanding force?
It's over.
Here comes the
Full
expanding
power,
force.
expanding force, single target with helping hand. That Amogus is out, and Brian wins the gym challenge.
That is it. Congratulations, Brian Collins. What a phenomenal job.
Oh my God. Sand is, I've been saying it this whole time, this whole format. Sand is such an underrated team. Lycanroc Tyranitar, I've been an advocate for that, so I cannot be happier for Lycanroc Tyranitar to win a gym challenge here. And actually, this is a very, very good. This team that Brian is running, I think, is the epitome of what the meta is becoming. We're seeing weather kind of be reintroduced with rain, with Pelipper and Palafin, and then sand with Lycanroc Tyranitar. We're seeing Trick Room come back with Indeedee and Armarouge, and then of course Tatsugiri Dondozo, which has always been good. But I think this is just the epitome of a team that is adapting to the meta before everyone's ready for it. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see people start to counter these things in the future, because this is the next what the meta is evolving into.
Yeah, and I believe Portland Regionals is probably the next event, if I recall correctly. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong.
So
but
I'm very curious. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised to see Sam do well in Portland. Although I think all obvious team also we can't. I mean, even though that Amogus didn't have the best luck today, we can't discredit it. It's a really, really good team. Garchomp and Terra Flying King Gambit or Rotom is just powerful against a lot of things.
I think the unfortunate part, I think this game was really lost in that game one when Abhyu forgot to check his terrestrialization as he backed out of his selection option and lost his King Gambit almost for no reason.
And what's interesting though about these two teams, I want to say, no ruins. Neither of the top two today have a ruin. That is very interesting to me, because it's like everyone's like, oh, the big deal, the ruins. Well, take a look.
And I thought Palafin Balance was going to be the best team in the format today, and we only saw it like twice.
I'm actually not that surprised, because and mainly because Palafin Balance has become very popular. People have ways to beat it.
I'm sure we're going to interview with our winner, Brian Collins, soon, so we really just don't want to miss that, because we want to hear how he got through, first of all, got through most of his bracket the way he did, and second of all, that intense semifinal match he went through.
Oh, it was insane. So congratulations to Brian and Abhyu. Both of them played an amazing game. We will see you guys back here for the first CP event in like
2 weeks.
Ages. It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been so long. CCG got it first. It's our turn now.
Yeah, I'm so ready. I'm ready to earn that. And we also got, I feel like it's all coming back. We got the international challenges currently going on. I think
global challenges.
Global challenges, they renamed them. That are coming on now on the Switch as well. So we will see those. This is now, if you've ever wanted to get into Pokemon, this is the time to do it, because everything's coming back for the first time in pretty much since Sword and Shield. So jump in. It's a great time. It's a great time to learn. Really creative teams too. Use your favorites. Have fun with it. So we'll see you guys later. We'll be back here if we get an interview with Brian. But until then, thank you guys so much for joining us. And anything you want to say, emotional support Pikachu. See you later, guys.